What's going on, everybody? Today, it's my birthday. I'm turning 30, and in true old man fashion, I'm going to be doing a little bit of reminiscing about the good old times, where I'm from, where I'm going, and we're going to talk a little bit about how I like to celebrate my birthdays, which, naturally, is with food. This is my first apartment. I've had a couple of birthdays here. A lot of them, especially in my early 20s, related to drinking. I had just graduated from business school and I'd moved in with my best friend Sunil. And I had no idea where I was gonna go and where I was gonna end up. I ended up training as a store manager at a Loblaws. I was in corporate strategy. I did M&A and strategy work. I accidentally taught myself how to write computer code, SAS and SQL. If you're interested, I accidentally moved and became a program manager for the guys who own Air Miles. And then I accidentally quit my own job and went to work for my family. I really hope that it's not so windy, you know, like blowing in the space there. So there's a lot of accidents, but despite all of those accidents, if I could do it over again, I'd do exactly the same thing. Whoa. This is the underground garage. I went here in my early 20s when I was having a dive bar phase, and frankly, the only thing I remember about it was just how sketchy it was. So, there's that. This is the Dakota Tavern. What you see is what you get, but the only big special thing about this place is it's the last place that I went to celebrate for my birthday that was a bar. After that, I met Kim, and that's when everything changed. And this is Jacob's. Up until I was 25 years old, I didn't understand why I should go to a steakhouse as opposed to just buying my meat from a good butcher, searing it on a cast iron, and having it all at home. It's 10 times cheaper, isn't it? Well, wrong. I had a steak epiphany when I was here at Jacob's. Just the quality of their dry aging program is out of this world. I had no idea that steak could taste this good. It was frankly mind-blowing. Probably one of the best services that I've had in the city. Absolutely outstanding. This is Richmond Station. I went here for my 27th birthday, and what we ended up doing was we were able to get 2 spots at their chef's table, which wasn't really a table, it was more like a long countertop around their cooking space. And one of the standouts for me here was I ended up getting served by the head chef, Karl Heinrich. And it was just one of those interesting times, probably one of the first times where I was able to interact and watch the staff of a highly regarded kitchen make their magic. And way out there in Etobicoke is Sushi Kaji. We went there for their Japanese kaseki, which is a Japanese fixed course meal. And it was one of the most interesting times, and I don't know if this is going to be captured because it's way too loud out there. And this is Antler. I came here on my 29th birthday for an incredibly myopic protest of a local small business.
A Canadian chef who was fed up with vegan protesters outside of his Toronto restaurant carved a fresh deer leg in the shop window. Hunter's counter-protest came after animal rights activists staged small rallies outside the restaurant for 3 straight months.
Too soon? This is Antler. I came here on my 29th birthday and... we'll wait for this bus to pass. I came here on my 29th birthday and, yet again, I asked for the chef's table. It was literally the converted pass for their kitchen, and we got a chance to interact with their garde-manger. We got a chance to sample a whole bunch of dishes. We basically went in and said, feed me. It's one of my favorite places for rare Canadiana game. You have to try it out, even if you're vegan. And no, I didn't forget my 26th. not all of my birthday parties or birthday dinners end up being at bougie places and haute cuisine places. Sometimes you're just there to have a little bit of fun. That's exactly like my 26, where I ended up going to Battle Axe, Pizza Hut, KFC, and brought a whole bunch of beer and threw axes. Seems pretty safe, huh? Now, I've really got to get home, get ready, take my helmet off, because tonight we're going to Kensington and Grey Gardens. I can't wait. What's going on, everybody? We're here at Grey Gardens now, and this is Kim.
Hi.
And we're filming on my iPhone, so I really hope that I'm in frame. I'm not bringing my camera gear at all in there because it's a dinner, and I don't want to be an obnoxious vloggy douchebag. So I'll see you guys in there, and I'll try my best to film all of the things that we're eating. But if not, bon appetit. Alright guys, we just got out of Grey Gardens, and the too long didn't listen or didn't watch is that it was simply extraordinary. You have to go there. We ended up sitting at the bar around their open concept kitchen, and it was just a great time. I think before we talk about the food, let's talk about the service a little. It was very good. Like, the wait staff was not too oppressive, and we basically sat down and asked them to feed us, you know. And what happened is, and we might have to cut this out, and the food was very fresh, very I'd say very complex. And for all of the pescas and vegetarians out there, there was a surprisingly good amount of pescatarian, vegetarian options. All of the dishes had a very sort of fresh note to it. There was a lot of vegetables, and it was just very, very well done. I wouldn't say that there was one particular cuisine that was focused on. There was a little bit from everywhere, and that's kind of one of the hallmarks that I think of when I think of what real Canadian food is. So yeah, it was a great time. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on my birthday today. We're gonna go and head out to another bar just for one more drink, and we'll see how that goes. You know the drill on YouTube. Like, subscribe, please share. I'm going to be making content as fast as I can fucking possibly do, but at the very least once a week. And until then, I'll see you later, and stay hungry.